I'm going to show you guys how to replace the front fuel filter in a 2020 Ram 2500. This is me, so if I could do this, I think anybody can do this. I tried to show you guys like where it's located, but it's in the back next to the firewall on the right hand side of the truck, if you're facing it. And it's right here next to this little yellow twist thing, knob. The first thing that you're going to want to do is actually twist that yellow thing, and that's going to drain fuel out. If you want to put a bucket underneath the truck, it's suggested because it definitely leaks a lot of fuel. I wasn't able to record myself loosening it. It's very difficult to get in the front, and yeah, so I loosened it. It was a little easier actually than the rear one. So you'll definitely want a swivel socket and then a couple extensions and the 28mm socket. And then the filter comes right out. I mean, it was a little bit of stuff in the way, but other than that, it's good. And you're going to take the O-ring off of the actual canister that holds the fuel filter. Not off of the cap or the lid or the top. You're actually going to take it off of the canister. So here's the old filter and the new filter. Doesn't look too bad, but truck said it needs to be replaced. So here's the O-ring, and you're going to want to put that on the canister that's in the truck. All the way down to the bottom. There's all the fuel that comes out if you don't have a bucket. But it's not going to hurt anything. So put the filter back in. That's pretty easy. You can actually push down on it and you can feel it click. And what I do in the video is I try to pull back up on it just to make sure that it's secure in there. Don't forget about the O-ring because I did not record that part. It's really dark in there and really hard to record. So then you get the top and screw it back on. And you tighten it with the 28mm. And there's no spec for it, so German tight. And don't forget to close that valve, the yellow thing. That's what that is. That's the valve to drain it. But it really doesn't drain much. When I pulled the filter out, the entire canister thing was full of fuel. So then I opened the valve again, and that's why it's all underneath the truck now. Just trying to get a video of me tightening it here. But you can barely see it. Using the swivel socket actually is a little weird because you don't really have much room, but it tightens right up. And I was just making sure that the O-ring was on correctly down there. So after you tighten it, make sure the valve is closed. And it's pretty much done, and now you go to the dash. The fuel filter life using these buttons. It says hold down to reset. And then you're going to confirm. So now it went back to 100% life. Then after that, you're going to turn it off. and you're going to prime the pump. So you'll go to run, and then you'll go to off. And you'll do that a couple times so that way it puts fuel in the filters. And then you're good to go.